Good morning. Oh, you daydreaming already?
I wish it were just a daydream.
I got it. You are timing me to see if I'll be more punctual today than I was yesterday.
No. I was just wondering if Andrea rode in with you. Since the two of you spent the night together.
Your coffee's cold. You want another cup?
No, thanks.
Well, how about the Kingsley Times? I know that's what you're thinking about.
Yes, I want to know exactly what Russ told that reporter.
Honey, he told you last night. He just told him that you did an emergency tracheotomy on Nancy.
Yes, but what Russ said and what's printed could be two different stories. And either way, the publicity is the last thing we need.
Well, maybe it won't be as bad as you think it's going to be.
Well, why don't we just find out?
Where are you going?
I'm going to go downstairs, buy a copy of the Times. Lori?
Ben, could you wait just a minute? So what does it say, honey?
Too much. Listen to this. Miss Lawson couldn't breathe, said Weaver. Dr. Martin knew right off a tracheotomy was necessary. But when he searched his bag, we both did, for a tube, there wasn't one, so he quickly took apart a ballpoint pen, then used the empty pen cartridge for the tube. It was ingenious, I thought, said Weaver.
Well, so did I. I mean, you saved her life.
Yeah, but that's not all. Here, listen to this. Where is it? Oh. Once they got her to Kingsley General, she was rushed into surgery where Dr. Alex Greeley, the doctor on duty in the emergency room, permitted Dr. Martin to complete the operation because of the radical nature of his procedure. Now, how's that the radical nature of my procedure? But listen to how the article ends. Dr. Martin had been recently released from surgical duties at Kingsley General due to an impairment of his hand. That's great, Russ. That's just great.
Listen, under any other circumstances, I would be proud to have anyone read that. Right, Scotty? I mean, did you hear that? Your father saved your Aunt Nancy's life.
I wonder if Alex has seen it yet.
Look, maybe this is all just going to die down anyway. I mean, most of the people we know, they read the Chronicle. They don't read the Times.
Most isn't all, Lori. Lester Lewis has the Times delivered to his office every single morning.
I would have made a lousy mother. Don't you try and lay all your guilt on me. You are such a coward. It is so typical of you, Gil Prescott, to make somebody else feel guilty and inadequate for your own stupidity. The truth is, you would have made a lousy father because you aren't capable of thinking about anybody but yourself. Well, this is getting to be just like old times.
Can I come in?
I just woke up.
I can tell.
Yeah, I guess you've seen me like this a million times.
Are you gonna let me in?
If you'll make it brief.
How about some breakfast?
You expect me to feed you?
No, I'm inviting you out to breakfast. I figured, with your morning sickness and everything, you wouldn't feel like fixing any.
Or eating anything.
So, how's that going? I mean, you get sick every day and everything?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Why all this sudden interest in my health?
Have you thought any more about having the baby?
Why? Afraid I'll send you the bill?
I'm serious.
So am I.
Look, I know how you felt about this in the beginning. You didn't want to have anything to do with it. Well, I didn't either. But things are different now.
What are you saying?
Just like last night, we have another option.
What kind of an option?
Look, maybe you were right when you said that I would make a lousy father, but...
Right, and that's exactly the reason why abortion is the only solution to our mistake.
But it isn't. I mean, it's my kid too, you know.
Oh, you finally believe that, do you?
You don't have to convince me.
Yes, I can see that.
And you don't have to make plans about it without me knowing either.
Because you'll step in.
That's right. Now look, there was a time when we could be together without fighting like cats and dogs. Maybe we can do that again.
Well, that was a very brief time, if you'll remember. What are you driving at?
Maybe we should consider other people but instead of ourselves all the time. Do you feel anything for what you've got inside you?
No. You keep talking about what we can do, you and I. Where does Stacy fit in all of this? You haven't forgotten about her, have you?
I should always remember to make sure your door is closed, Lee. Someone could just walk in and see how fond you are of the hired help around here. Like I did.
Well, my mistake.
My mistake. Is that really all you have to say?
So now you know that Andrea does a few other things for me other than just research.
You must be out of your living mind, starting some tactless diversion in the middle of this campaign.
Andrea is not a diversion.
Any woman right now without the name of Kate Phillips is a diversion.
I know what you're thinking, but relax, don't get your ulcers up. Kate's still on our side.
No thanks to you.
You know, this engagement thing was your idea in the first place, and then you jumped the gun and virtually told Redland to print up my wedding in the Chronicle.
That's right! To the only woman that can help you pull off this election.
Sebastian, I was going to tell you about Andrea, but things just...
Nothing. When are you going to learn? What's free now always costs more later, and usually much more than it's worth.
Relax. Will you let me take care of it?
And let you hang yourself? You'd be saving some of that rope for me, in case you forgot.
You know, that's your trouble. You worry too much about saving your own neck.
Make that our neck, bub. And who else would? Certainly not you.
I can't spend the rest of my life waiting for Kate.
I'm not asking you to. Just wait until after the election. After that, you can have all the affairs you want. But now, during this campaign, we need the prestige and the influence that Kate Phillips can give us. Well, she's even beginning to soften up. She's not even seeing so much of that Dr. Dave.
And she spent no time with me during the times that I really needed her.
Oh, so you pick out the first blonde little snip that's placed in front of you.
You put her on the staff.
For this office, not for your bedroom.
Which is strictly part of my private life.
You have no private life. Everything you do is for the public. The voter, that almighty voter, is your critic and your conscience. You can't allow yourself to forget that.
You know what you need, Sebastian? A vacation.
The truth really hurts you, doesn't it?
A very long vacation if you don't get off my case about Andrea. She's exactly what I need right now, and if Kate Phillips still can't see all that I can offer her, then I intend to turn to someone who can see it.
Well, like all of us, it's beginning to hit Stacy, too.
That you're the father of my baby.
Yeah.
So now that she doesn't want anything to do with you, you're here offering me another option.
I'm not sure how she feels. Probably confused. You can't blame her.
And how do you feel about her? Are you confused?
Look, I just have to get it straight between you and me and the baby. And then I'll deal with Stacy.
Mm-hmm. So I come first again. Well, we've come full circle.
Yeah, it works out that way.
And all because I'm pregnant. Amazing. You know what I think?
What?
I think maybe the option you're hinting at has something to do with you and me getting back together.
It does. If we get married.
Married?
Yeah. We'll have the kid, and then...
Married. And all because Stacy wants nothing to do with you.
What do you mean?
She obviously can't bear to be around you now that she knows I'm carrying your child.
I didn't say that.
But it's probably true. No more storybook romance. She can't bear to look at me either.
Look, Amber, I don't want to have an argument, okay? Now, I don't care if you don't understand my motivation or Stacy's. All I know is that I've been thinking a lot about the life that's inside of you.
Maybe I should have it. After all, you're so interested in it.
I am. Now.
Yeah, more than you were when you first found out.
I've had a chance to think about it. We all have.
Yes, we all have, even dear sister Stacy. Well, I think your second option has its possibilities.
That's a great idea. I wish I were coming along with you.
Oh, you better not. Remember what happened last time you went to see Nancy?
Yeah, Lester ordered me out of the hospital.
I hope she's up to seeing me.
Well, just don't expect her to carry on any long conversations.
Is she not talking at all?
No, she shouldn't even try, at least until her vocal cords heal. And when she does start talking, I don't know how much her voice is going to sound like her old one. But I hope that won't last too long.
Everything's going to be fine. You just wait and see. You know, there's another way of looking at all this.
In what way is that?
Well, I might just get the last word in. And with Nancy, that'll be a first.
I'll get it. I have a pretty good idea who it is. Hello?
Ben, this is Lester Lewis.
Yes, Lester.
Congratulations.
On what?
Well, your name is in print again.
Oh, so you've seen the article?
Yes, read it 3 times, particularly the paragraphs that pertain to this hospital. There are 4 of them.
Yeah, well, I know I should have warned you, Lester, but I didn't find out about this until just last night myself.
Oh, really? Oh, I suggested you stay away from the press. Instead, what do? You get Russ Weaver to tell them how you heroically saved Nancy Lawson's life.
Lester.
Operating in my hospital without proper permission.
Lester, listen, I can make a statement to the Times if you want me to.
I'll tell you what I want. To see you in my office first thing this morning.
I'm sorry, Lester. I don't think I can do that. This is one of our busiest days at the clinic.
Well, make time. Your future as a doctor in this town depends on it.
Listen, you cannot threaten me anymore, Lester.
And you're the threat to my hospital.
Why? Because I simply did what the Hippocratic Oath requires me to do? Listen, Nancy's life is far more important than a set of hospital rules.
The issue here is the consequence.
No, the issue here is the hospital's impeccable reputation and whether or not you get good press.
No. It's the result of your work. Now, you seem to forget, Doctor. You're not on staff here because you can't operate with only one functional hand.
No, but I did. All right, Lester, I'll tell you what, I'll see you.
That's more like it.
But, you're gonna have to come down to the clinic.
What?
Yes, come to the clinic or else we'll just have to wait till tomorrow.
All right. I'll be there within the hour.
Well, I may lose the war, but at least I won one little battle.
All right!
Maybe I could model maternity clothes. The girls at the agency would love that.
It is kind of funny thinking of you being pregnant.
And yet you want me to stay that way until little Junior arrives.
Well, I mean, I've just never thought of you as being a mother.
Neither have I. Until now. Actually, Stacy is more the maternal type. She was always the one with dolls when we were growing up. Actually, you should have her show them to you sometime. She still has them.
Look, let's just keep it to the subject at hand, okay?
Me and your child.
Listen, Amber, I thought we were doing nicely here by just being honest with each other.
I'm being very honest with you, Gil. I don't know what you want from me.
Yes, you do. I want you to think about having our baby.
Oh, yes, right. I know all about that. And you even are willing to consider marriage.
It's all part of the deal.
You're talking about a 180-degree turn in my life.
In mine, too.
Well, I need more time to think about it.
I thought you said you had.
Yes, I have about the baby, but not about changing my last name. Why don't you leave me alone for now? I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Sorry I'm late, Sebastian. I had a long night. I worked late again.
Well, maybe you shouldn't tax yourself so much, honey.
Oh, I have to. There's so much to do for Lee, and besides, I don't mind the extra hours.
Well, maybe I do. Particularly if they interfere with what you're supposed to be doing around here during the daytime.
Well, they don't.
You sure?
Yeah.
Where's the second page of this press release?
I haven't finished it yet, already. We weren't supposed to get to that until tomorrow.
I want it.
May I see you in my office, please?
She has work to do, Lee.
It can wait. In my office, please? This time I'll make sure the door is closed.
What's the matter with Sebastian? He's so hostile.
He knows.
About us?
Yeah.
Well, that explains it. You told him?
Of course not. He saw us here last night.
Well, how could that be? He was gone by the time you came.
I know, but he came back in perfect time to see all that he needed to see.
Isn't that just like him? Walking up on your blind side. That man has 9 lives.
Yeah. And they are all aimed at winning this election.
Which he thinks that you can't do without him.
No, no. That I can't do without Kate. Andrea, to be perfectly honest, I do need her help.
More than mine?
You know what I mean. She has drawing power, and I'm going to need that kind of help at the debate.
Well, she hasn't canceled out, has she?
No, but I can't risk for her to discover us.
Oh, I see. Kate is back in and Andrea's out.
Well, let's make it look that way so that we can keep everybody else who's involved in line.
And us?
And so in the meantime, you just do what Sebastian says and don't give him any reason to question your work.
You'll make it twice as hard now.
Don't worry about a thing. I'll be looking out for you. Now go.
Yes, sir.
Kate's on the phone, if you think you have the time.
Of course, Sebastian.
Maybe I should explain this, Lester.
Oh, you were in on it too?
No, Russ mentioned that he talked to a reporter.
Talked? He had a conference. Look how long this article is.
Ben didn't know anything about it.
That's what he says.
Oh, you've talked to him. Good.
I'm on my way to the clinic to finish the conversation now.
Lester, please try to
I
understand.
already do. This is Ben's way of getting back at me for relieving him of his duties.
It's not like Ben to hold grudges.
Well, we'll just have to find out whether he's changed lately or not. Oh, those brochures? They'll come out of your budget.